One goal I've always had for as long as I can remember is I've always wanted to have a quote that was attributed to me. Some sort of fancy saying or phrase that generations from now people will be quoting, kind of like we still do Marcus Aurelius. The impediment to action advances action, what stands in the way becomes the way. I love that quote so much, I even have a medallion of it that I generally carry with me. And to me, the quote simply means no matter what, you're going to have difficulties in life. And the only way forward is through. I think it's so true, but I always wanted my own. I have journals going back over 20 years where I clearly was taking the time, sitting by myself, trying to come up with these fancy quotes, writing down things that I think would sound so prophetic. Although I read them now and I don't think they're that prophetic. Actually, I think they're kind of cringy, which is funny, but if you can't laugh at yourself, then who can you laugh at, right? And I reflect on this, thinking about how much time I had spent on it, how much I had hoped for it. And two things became apparent. One, I'll never know if I was ever successful at that goal because, unfortunately, you won't know if a quote outlives you because, well, you need to be there and you won't be there. The second thing is that maybe a better use of your time is instead of trying to come up with this fancy quote like I did or something else, maybe take some of those words that those people had written or came up with or thought about or frames of reference that they used, maybe try to live with them. Maybe try to realize that no matter what, you're going to have difficulty in life, and the only way forward is through. You're never going to solve every problem. Just like Seneca said, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. That's life. Life is trials. It's just getting up and going and doing it every single day. Trying and trying and trying. And I really do think some of the best, kindest men and women on this planet are people who get up every single day with trials and tribulations and just keep going. So, quite simply, my reflection is this. Instead of spending so much time to see if other people are going to remember you or think that you're great or whatever, like I wanted to be thought of prophetic, maybe just try to live your life the best way that you can. Keep going forward and be positive. See what happens. Who knows? Along the way, you might actually be successful, but you won't know until then. I think it's better to try in the moment than to hope for something in eternity. You might not know about eternity. I know in the moment right now, I'm having a lovely Spindthrift Lime, which if you've never had, unbelievably underrated. It's basically seltzer with a little bit of juice. It's great. Try it out. Wonderful. And that's really it. You know, if there's a topic or something you'd like me to talk about, put in the comments. I'd be happy to discuss it. But for me, tonight, my reflection is this. Try to live your life instead of writing it down. Try to live that quote. Maybe people remember that better than just some words on a page.